Hello and welcome everyone to experience the power of November Wellness Boost. My name is Richie and I'm so happy to begin today's session with you. We are coming live to you from Toronto, Canada, and it is getting quite chilly here. We must, confess. And the weather's changing, there's the sun there still, but we are missing the summer. At least I am. And with the changing weather, there comes this need to, take care of ourselves better and feel the rhythm of our, own natural system and body, and help it, nourish it, to make it feel more comfortable with the changes, with the temperature going up and down every day. And, just the daily stress can be from work, from different things that we do. Nowadays, there's so much of spending time at home, right? Yes, we are starting to come out, but so many of us are still working from home. Speaking for myself, I work from home every day, and it can get quite challenging to have that feeling of stability, to have that feeling of community, even though I'm working from home. And that is where the Wellness Boost program comes in for me as quite the savior, because I can, get on the morning calls through the Wellness Boost program every day and feel the love of the community, feel the support and the accountability through doing practices together, amazing healing sessions that are, led by the master teachers of the Master Sha Tao Center Toronto, and simply start my day with an amazing dose of Tao calligraphy meditation, Tao calligraphy chanting, and Tao calligraphy healing. So today we have Tash with us, and also someone that I do not see the name for yet, but welcome both of you. Love you so much. Welcome everyone who's starting to join us live. So in today's session, we have special guests who will come on and share their experience of the Wellness Boost program with you. And we also have Cher O'Rourke. She will be with us today, and we have the honor of hearing from her about the Wellness Boost program, the different practices and sessions that are components of the Wellness Boost program, and what is Tao Calligraphy Healing, what is the offering that we have in this very special program that we have, specially arranged for everybody to do together as a community, for healing together and for healing ourselves with personalized goals. So Cher O'Rourke is a leading master teacher and healer of the Master Sha Tao Center Toronto. She has traveled all over the world, doing retreats, offering healing, offering Tao wisdom and teachings. And she is a beloved member of our community, known by so many of us. So please welcome Cher O'Rourke with all your love and joy. Cher right here.
Thank you so much, Richie. I really appreciate your introduction. And good evening, good morning, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome from wherever you are joining us in the world. It's a joy to be with you all and to connect as community. One of the things that I really appreciate about Master Sha and Master Sha, his teachings, his practices, his wisdom and knowledge and all that he offers us is that he has created this extraordinary community worldwide. And Richie, referred to traveling that I have done. And I know that's true for many of you who are here this evening. Please let me know who's here. Please, say hello. I see Layla, welcome. I see Maureen, welcome. Stephanie, and I see others. Thank you so much for being with us. Tasha, wonderful. And this community around the world, in Europe, in Asia, in Australia, in North America, South America, Africa, really, literally everywhere in the world, we have, community. There's a real feeling of connectedness there. There's a real feeling of people of like heart and like mind, people who are looking, for answers to some of the challenges, that we face, each and every day. Our life experiences, our life journey, why we go through certain things, why there are periods in our life that seem to go very smoothly, very well, and then some periods, that are very challenging and not smooth at all, really bumpy, in fact, or some combination, of both. And I actually would like to take some time this evening. This is about sharing about our Wellness Boost program, but also about wellness in general and what wellness means. And I'd like to actually hear from you all. I would like you to post. I see more people joining us. Cheryl, Felix, welcome. I would like you to please post what wellness means to you. I have my own interpretation of it. Wellness could be, physical health, emotional health, mental health, career health, relationship health and well-being. What does it mean for you? Think about wellness. And if you can post, a word or two or a phrase and let me know what it means to you. It can mean different things for different people at different times in our lives. I know that for me, at this stage in my life, my physical, well-being is important, my emotional well-being, but also, and I would say most of all, my spiritual well-being. And when you have someone like Master Sha, so I see Felix saying, to me, wellness resonates with greater balance. Thank you, Felix. Absolutely. I totally agree. We need to find balance in our lives. As physical beings, as spiritual beings, we need to nourish, those, at least those two aspects of our lives for sure. Cheryl says, at ease in the mind and body is part of wellness. Yes, Cheryl, for sure. The mind can be so strong for many of us. And our mind can very often really take charge, of our lives. And sometimes in a good way, but sometimes not in a good way. Our mind is just the only thing kind of running the show all of the time. And it may take us in different directions. It may create imbalance in us, actually, because the ego is involved, with the mind. And the ego wants what it wants when it wants it. And that's just not how life rolls, because some days things flow smoothly, some days they don't. And we want to be in alignment with whatever happens, whether things are going well or things are not going well. Because when things don't go well and we fall apart, or we take on a lot of stress or worry, sadness, anger, anything, those emotions over a period of time can create and contribute to physical sickness, to mental sickness, and so on. So someone else says, ease of the mind. Cheryl, I totally agree. Peace of mind, peace of heart. Someone else is saying a couple of things come to mind: inner peace and balance on all levels. I agree. Inner peace is so vital, so important for our wellness, for feeling good. Again, if we can be peaceful about whatever's going on in our lives, whatever good things are going on, it's easy to be peaceful about the good things, the positive things that are happening. but also peaceful about the challenging times. When a relationship, becomes challenging, whether it's a friendship or one with a spouse or family member, and it happens all the time. So we want to try to be peaceful as much as possible inside so we can deal with whatever it is that's happening. Tasha says, to me, it's an overall well-being, physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. Yes, Tasha. Yes, I agree. And I think, I want to just say something about that. I think when we address and connect to the different parts of our being, the essence of our being the soul, in Master Sha's teaching, he teaches, the soul is the essence of who we are. The soul is that golden light being inside each and every one of us. And it's our leader. It's in charge. And then the heart comes next, and then the mind, and then the energy and the matter, which is the body. And if we understand that, if we recognize that there is a flow, that there is a path of alignment and of levels of frequency and vibration, our soul being the highest, therefore in charge, that we can learn how to better connect with the essence of our being and listen to the inner guidance that allows us to live our lives in a way that we are in the flow of our lives. I see Eugenia, welcome. Thank you for the heart. Layla, wellness for me is to find balance and joy, find happiness in simple things, see and acknowledge beauty, learn to be grateful. Thank you, Layla. That's beautiful. Really seeing joy, in simple things. I totally agree. Whatever our focus is, being able to see the beauty, the joy in simple things allows us to develop that gratitude, appreciation that you're talking about, Layla. And understand that there are reasons why things happen the way they do in our lives. That there really are no accidents. That whatever occurs is an opportunity for us to find and go deep within ourselves and to find that part of ourselves that from where we can live our best life, realize our greatest potential. And Maureen says, wellness means to me to have a clarity of mind and to be able to make decisions, which has been elusive, to have my mind follow my soul, not the other way around. Yes. So thank you, Maureen, for that. This is one of the things that Master Sha is teaching us in all, of his many books. You will see the word soul in the title of many of his books, because he's teaching us soul wisdom and how to be able to listen to our soul, how to communicate with our soul, with all of our inner souls, our main body soul, but also to our heart soul, to our brain soul, our kidney soul, our stomach soul. Because each of these souls carries that special frequency and vibration to bring the balance, that you all are mentioning and talking about here. Our soul wants us to do well. Our soul wants us to succeed in life. And if our main soul feels that we're going in a direction that is not good for the soul, our soul could create challenges for us in life. So we want to be able to learn to listen to it so that the soul, the heart are engaged in our decision making. Just what, Maureen is talking about. We of course, our mind is involved because the mind is our consciousness, our ability to process things, to process information, to process what the body is doing. Our brain, our mind, our consciousness is vitally important for that. But it is not the only decision maker, nor should it be. And when we can bring in our soul, hear our soul, follow our soul and our heart, then we can be in much greater alignment with the mind, with the energy, the matter, the body. You know, I've come to the conclusion after many years, because I've had periods of time in my life when I've been very sick, and hopeless and helpless and feeling like my life was over. And I was really missing something. I knew that, you know, on a deep level. I knew that something important, something big needed to happen, needed to occur for me to make the necessary changes in my life that I needed to make in order to get well. I knew that if I didn't make the changes, if I didn't commit, I was not going to get well. And it was only through meeting Master Sha that I was able to get well, because he, of course, helped me physically heal, emotionally heal, mentally heal. But I would say the most important part of that was giving me the spiritual wisdom and tools for all of that to happen. Without the spiritual wisdom and tools, I wasn't going to find the physical healing. It eluded me, and I went to so many, you know, wonderful practitioners, and to some degree they were able to help me on the level of the body to some degree, but my body would not fully heal until my soul started to be in charge, until my soul was listened to, until my soul had decision-making power. My soul was challenging me, my physical health and well-being. So I needed the wisdom, I needed the knowledge, I needed to make the change, because what I discovered was being unwell takes much more time and energy than being well does. And so we need to make whatever changes we need to make and put that time, that energy, that effort into it, so the deeper transformation can take place. Sometimes all you need is a Band-Aid. Sometimes you get a cut, you know, right? Some sicknesses, some illnesses are more, you know, happening more on the energy and the matter level. And so, you know, you may need just a simple Band-Aid. But if the illness, the sickness, whether it be physical, mental, or emotional, is deeper and it keeps repeating itself again and again and again, then we know we need to go much deeper in our healing. We need to go to the source of it, to the spiritual part of it, to the heart and soul of it. And when we go to the heart and soul of it, extraordinary things can happen. And I'm an example of that. And many of us are examples of that, of finding an extraordinary life through these teachings. So the Wellness Boost program is one of those programs that brings, you know, the spiritual teachings, the wisdom, the practices to us, directly to us, to support our physical, mental, emotional well-being. it brings us into the Tao Calligraphy Healing Field. Master Sha is an extraordinary being. He has a deep connection to Source, and he's a Source channel, and Tao Source is the ultimate creator. Whatever your particular belief system might be, I honor it. We all honor all belief systems. And really, all belief systems are contained within Tao Source. And Master Sha has that beautiful connection and channel to Tao Source that allows him to receive these amazing teachings, all of these, New York Times best-selling books, that he has flowed for us with all this beautiful wisdom in it. And then learning the Ibidza, the oneness calligraphy, and putting Tao Source, love, light, frequency, and vibration into these calligraphies for us to be able to use and benefit from. So we are in the field, because part of the wellness program brings us into the Tao Calligraphy Healing Field with hundreds of calligraphies. And when we're in the field and we're chanting, we're sitting in the field, this Tao Source nourishment is coming to us, virtue. Virtue is food for the soul. And so this virtue comes to us and it begins to shift and align our soul, heart, mind, and body so that deep healing and transformation can occur. It's amazing. It's truly amazing. I don't know how I got so lucky, 17 years ago when I met Master Sha, but oh my gosh, I got lucky is all I can say. I was so, so blessed. And he changed my entire life, not just physical healing. My whole life changed, everything, my life path, my journey. I'm so grateful. So thank you, everybody, for sharing. I see Yona says, your teachings are music to my soul. Wonderful. Thank you, Yona. Appreciate that. I'd like to do a little bit of practice with everybody because, just to have you experience, if you have already experienced the Tao Calligraphy Healing Field, then you're aware. But if you haven't, this might be your first time, maybe second, third time. I'd love for you to experience it to some degree. Because in the wellness program, we get into the field, Monday to Friday. And then the weekends, you have recordings. And if you want to stay in the field on the weekends, you can. So being in the field means we are purifying our soul, heart, mind, and body, and nourishing our soul, heart, mind, and body. And in this way, deep healing and transformation occurs. So there's a beautiful calligraphy behind me called Da'ai, Greatest Love. And I'm going to trace this calligraphy for you. I'm going to activate the field within the Greatest Love calligraphy, and I will trace it for you. I'm going to follow the pathway of Da'ai, which is Greatest Love. And Layla, you can post that in the chat if there's anyone who may not be familiar with it. And I would like you all to make a request, okay, for something you would like to receive Tao Source love, light, and nourishment for. It could be for a physical issue, just one request. It could be for depression. It could be for anxiety. It could be for digestive issue. It could be for pain. It could be pain in the lower back or, somewhere else in your body. Just one request. And you could chant along with me. Okay, it would be wonderful if you did. So we'll do this practice together. If you know how to trace, you can. If you don't know how, then you can just put your hands up toward the Tao calligraphy, greatest love, and just gently hold your palms, in front of your heart chakra here toward the calligraphy, and receive the light and the vibration. All right, we're going to do this for a few moments. Make your request. And I will trace for you, and we will chant together. Okay, so please request now. And I'm going to activate the field. Let's begin. Here we go. Die, 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 die. In English, greatest love. Greatest love, greatest love, greatest greatest love, 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 greatest love. Now totally relax. Close your eyes. I'm going to continue to trace for your request, and I'm going to sing a Tao song for you. Relax, receive. Tao song, start. Just gently take a deep breath. And for this last moment, feel the light coming in from the field to you. And breathe deeply once again. We close our practice by saying how. In Mandarin means perfect, get well, how, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, good. So I invite you to share how you're feeling. This is a taste of the experience in the Tao Calligraphy Healing Field and with the specific calligraphy of Da'ai, greatest love. And greatest love, of course, oh my goodness, who doesn't, feel the blessing of greatest love when you feel loved really well by someone, when you love someone really well, with an open heart. It feels so good. It feels deeply healing, really. So Felix says, thank you. And Tasha, simply exquisite. Every cell in my body is filled with joy. Wonderful, Tasha. I'm very happy to hear it. I'm just going to see Yona is saying, feeling very peaceful. Thank you as always for the beautiful song blessing. Thank you, Yona. Santosh, feeling calm and peaceful. Wonderful. Risto, we are very blessed. Thank you. We are very blessed. Thank you, Risto. Absolutely. Thank you, everybody, for your sharing. So I want to, the field is something that we, as part of the Wellness Boost program, and I'll explain the components in a few moments. We have a couple of guests that I want to bring on, and we're going to have a giveaway tonight as well. So, stay if you can, because we will give away the program to someone. Cheryl saying, I feel, thank you, I feel peaceful. My body rocked forward and back. My pendulum message of yes, thank you. Wonderful, Cheryl, thank you. Felix is feeling much more relaxed and nourished. A lot of beauty flowing in the message center. A magnificent diamond of a pure blue color flew in my heart. Wonderful, beautiful, Felix. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah. Thank you, everybody, for posting. Feeling so loved and happy. Irma, thank you, Cher. So blessed. And Maureen, thank you so much for the tracing and blessing. Thank you, Maureen. So I'm going to invite our first guest on, to just share some of her experience in the Wellness Boost program and how it benefited her. So welcome, Tanya.
Do you hear me?
Hello. Hello, Tanya. Yes, we hear you. Thank you for joining us this evening. We would love for you to share with our guests what your experience was with the Wellness Boost program. Thank you so much.
This is at least of the things that I can do for that, because it's really a blessing to participate in the Wellness Boost, because actually for almost 10 hours per week you feel supported, you feel a part of something bigger, because I think now it's really important to think about ourselves, to heal the blockages that we have, and there is no better way to be with another people that are doing the same thing, because when you do it alone, it's not the same. I can feel the difference, because really the Tao field, it's like doing like that for you. It's much easier to heal these blockages and really to feel well. And sometimes at the end of the sessions, when the master teachers ask to share, you feel so good, really so well, so nourished, so relaxed. I don't want to go from there. It's really amazing experience, and I cannot say which one of the sessions or the calls I love better, because starting Monday with Diana sessions to make our bodies to move, that's amazing, because the bodies are made to be moved. After that, Monday to Friday, these calls with the practice to chant and to feel really your energy really raising. Sometimes, like really, I can feel it. It's really such a pleasure. And the teaching sessions, and doesn't matter is it with Master Share, with Master Francisco, or Master Alan. It's you feel amazing. You feel really that you're really that part of that process that is going on, and by healing ourselves, we heal really humanity. So um, this is amazing to do it. For me, it's, I have no doubt, everyone who cares and who wants to take responsibility for his her life has to do it. Thank you the teachers, thank you everyone who is doing that. Thank you.
Thank you, Tanya. We appreciate your sharing. Wonderful. I want to just speak to a couple of points that Tanya made, because first of all, being in community. She talked about the community, being with everybody, in the field together. Master Sha teaches us this really uplifts. Of course, the field is uplifting, us. And, Tanya mentioned also feeling lighter, feeling uplifted, feeling happy at the end of sessions, feeling peaceful at the end of sessions, just feeling so good.
Really.
And when we have that feeling, because sometimes, a lot of days we may not have that feeling. We may not even know what that feeling is like if we've been unwell for a long time. We get used to feeling unwell. That's why I was asking everybody at the beginning, what does wellness mean for you? We can sometimes get so used to feeling unwell or okay, but not really feeling good, that we don't know what really feeling good is. And when we spend time in the field, when we spend time chanting together, we can achieve that place that Tanya is talking about, that really great feeling at the end of a practice session. And then we go, aha, now I know what it feels like to feel really good, to not be suffering with one thing or another. And that's really important in the community. Part of that, the way the community supports, one another, is beautiful. So thank you so much, Tanya, for sharing your experience.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Yeah. I want to also, invite our next guest on, who has also participated in the Wellness Boost program, and let her share her, experience with us. And bless your heart, Zoe, who's in Europe at this time. It's late night. As some of you are here, it's late night, but I so admire the Europeans. You love to stay up late to practice, to chant together. Welcome to you, Zoe.
Thank you, Cher. I'm so happy to be here and tell about my experience, even though, yes, it is 1:45, but I went to sleep for 3 hours and got up. And when we're talking about this time, you know, 3 years ago, it's exactly 3 years ago in September, my journey with Master Shah started. Well, it started a little bit before I heard, and but really doing something seriously with it was September 2018, and it was called Pathway to Wellness with with Toronto Center. That was my first learning about anything that Master Shah teaches. And it's so interesting how the same month, 3 years ago, I am in the, I don't know if should I say same program because it was different. It was 3 months. Now it's only month by month. So it's different, but the same quality. And back then, I used to, it was twice a day, 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. So I had to wake up at 3 a.m. and 3 p.m. in order to be with these practices with Toronto centers because of the time difference. So I missed only a few in 3 months, the 3 a.m. I was so dedicated student. And 3 years later, I'm back to do it with Toronto again. And I found something called something that I love so much to feel, and it's called sacredness. So every time I connect to a session, and we have like Cher, Francisco, Alan, and I think once a week we have um, what's the name, Iris, Irma, and Diana. Anyway, it's like the teachers that are so and very similar energy. I was very surprised. All of three of them bring this sacredness into that 1 hour of practice. It's like as it starts and the voice of the teacher opens the session, invokes the field. It's like you really enter another space and it's sacred and it's felt. It's like no doubt. It's so felt. So that's one thing that I enjoyed the most, the sacredness of the space daily for 1 month. And then there are blessings at the end of each session, like the one we just received from Cher, which transports you, you just felt it, so I don't need to describe. Then there are blessings from Master Francisco, Alan. I'm trying to just use the first name as we have been um, directed by the office.
Irit.
So,
Irit.
Irit, thank
Yes.
you.
Yes.
Thank you. It's a little bit different name for me, so it's not easy to remember. So yes, so everyone gives us blessings. Plus, we had a few times even soul operation by Francisco, which for me is something like you don't get this every day. And Tao light massage, We have also included in this program, and I wanted to mention, 1 hour spent in Tao Chang is 3,000 hours of self-practice. Tanya was talking before, and that was came to my mind because we are in Tao Chang every day. So for me, this month was so important because I had to do some very important personal health decisions. And without this field and this support and blessing and more that we receive, yeah, it wouldn't be possible. I just, I've been, 3 years really involved with Master Shar, and this program is priceless in its quality and what it delivers. It's just, I wouldn't even, the best word for me is sacredness, because our soul, our heart is sacred, well, the whole Shin Chi Jing. And in that space, we succeed to really connect with that inner preciousness, with Tao within us. So I'm very grateful to the whole Toronto team that have been leading month of September. Irit, right?
Yes. Yes.
Chair, Francisco, Alan. So I'm so very grateful. Thank you.
Thank you, dear Zoe. Much appreciated. I'm grateful for your sharing. We do need support. This is something that you mentioned about the program. It has been around for a while, but it has evolved. It has changed. And we wanted to make it available year-round for people. We wanted to make it very accessible to people because we know that people come in at different times for different reasons. And some people repeat again and again when they're working on a specific issue. And Zoe was talking about support, that she needed, and it was there. The program helped support her through a challenging time in her life. And we all need that. And it may not always, be as readily available, as we might like. You may have family members close, you may not. You may have friends close, you may not. To be able to go somewhere each day and know, that the community is there, that you are practicing together, that you are receiving, the beautiful light from the field, the love, the frequency and vibration of the field is really important when you're working on a particular issue in life. So the community is there. And Zoe mentioned the value of the program, and I do want to just add to this, and I also want all of you to please post if you would like to be considered to be gifted the program. Put your name in there, say yes, I would like to be considered, and I'm going to check through guidance and choose somebody to gift the program to. But Zoe mentioned the value of the program, and it is extremely valuable. The fee for taking the program doesn't touch what it is that you receive in the program every day. Those, 8 to 10 hours a week, of being in the field, of receiving that nourishment, that light, and so much more. It's invaluable, actually. It is priceless. She said it. It's priceless, and it's so true. It's one of the most valuable things that we do with the least cost. So I see that Layla has posted the link, and you can go and you can, look up the information. We're going to keep the registrations open. The program started on Monday, but everything is recorded, so you can access the recordings, when the time is convenient for you. The components are the 5 days a week, Monday to Friday from 9 to 10 a.m. Eastern time. We do the teleconferences. We're chanting together. We're in the field together. And then 3 times a week, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, we're on Zoom in the Tao Calligraphy Healing Field together. And then we have a half hour on Fridays of a Zoom live program where you can share and ask questions and be supported that way. Monday, we have a soul stretch and move with Diana, who's an extraordinary yoga teacher, at your own pace. You have the opportunity to have a consultation with a master teacher at a discounted fee as part of the program. So there's so much to it. And we welcome you all to be with us to experience it for yourself. Some people repeat it. They do it for a month. Some people do it every month. Some people love it so much they just do it. They work on one thing 1 month and they work on something else the next month, because you can work on health, physical, mental, emotional health. You can work on relationships in the program. You can work on, career path or change. Anything and everything. The field blesses all of it. Somebody asked, what is the field? The field, is a scientific term. Everything is a field. We have our inner field. The field is the vibration of us. My heart has a heart field. My brain has a brain field. Right? My hand has a hand field. The Tao calligraphy has Tao calligraphy field. And every field has its own unique vibration. And the higher the vibration, the more effective and light the field is, the more pure the field is. The more dense and heavy the vibration, the lower the frequency of the field. And sickness, when we're sick, our field drops, our vibrational field drops, and we need to bring it up. And when we are in the Tao Calligraphy Healing Field, we are bringing our field up. And that's why people feel good, right? Our cells begin to vibrate differently. Our organs begin to vibrate differently. So there's my explanation of the field. Thank you for asking. Okay, so who are we going to choose now? Let's see, who has said yes. I would like to be considered. Tasha says, I agree with Zoe. I too am grateful to the entire Toronto team for their support and unconditional service. Thank you, Tasha. Felix says, I would love to receive the program. NN, yes. Cheryl, yes. There's another Facebook user. I'm going to try and see your name. Risto is saying yes. Parvana, yes. Tasha, yes. I'd love to be considered. Okay, so I'm going to check through guidance. And NN. Congratulations, NN. And welcome you. We welcome you to the October Wellness Boost, which is for health and developing the power of the heart, because we always, of course, work on health issue. And then we have another theme for the month. And the theme for October is developing the power of the heart, because the heart is vital and critical for our well-being, for anything and everything that we want to do in life. So I'm going to ask Layla to please put the Toronto Center's email address there, and then you can email us and we will register you for the program. Congratulations. She says, wow, thank you kindly, tears of joy, love you all. Wonderful. We're very happy for you. So this has been a beautiful evening, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. I thank my guests, our guests, Tanya and Zoe. Thank you for coming and for sharing your experiences. We really appreciate it. And thank you, everybody, for being here and for supporting us. We love to support you. We love to have your support. And we wish you a beautiful rest of the evening. I'm going to invite Richie to come back and make any final announcements. Have a good rest of your day, night, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Cher. It was such an amazing evening together. And, we were so loved and healed with the Greatest Love calligraphy practice. We traced it, and also Cher traced it for us and offered us such a heavenly, beautiful Tao song blessing. And thank you, Tanya and Zoe, for coming on and sharing your experience, for being part of the Wellness Boost program multiple times. And we thank everyone for your love, for your sharing, for being together here live today, and those who will be watching the replay. So as Cher mentioned, the October Wellness Boost is, focusing on developing the power of the heart. It cannot be missed. Trust me, our heart is everything. It leads us into such powerful transformations once we open it and, really learn to live through our heart, feel through our heart, and connect with our heart with every aspect in our life. And congratulations on receiving the October Wellness Boost as a gift. Please email us and we will register you for the program. So registration actually closes tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So Layla has shared the link with you in the comments section. Check it out. Share it with your friends and family who might be interested. And if you have done the program before, there is a special price for repeaters. You can email us for further details if you haven't received the email from us already. And we love you all so much. It was so wonderful connecting with you. Until next time, love you and take care. Bye.